nearly as good. We saw these pieces engaging one by one, and it wasn't enough to actually lock down and pick off any one or two members of Red Side before the fight started, despite them having 3 immobile damage dealers.
And what's great about that is we do have another doubleheader tonight for Apes Together Strong. They were able to take the victory. And as we were talking about, I think the other day, doubleheaders, great if you win the first game, very bad if you lose the first game, as we saw with the Wooloo gang going 0-2 the other day.
Yeah, so true.
A lot of momentum. And Apes Together Strong is now going up against an 0-3 team instead of a 2-0 team.
Are they playing the Wooloo gang?
They're playing Gump Squad.
Ah, yes, Gump Squad, who have kind of had a little bit of a team implosion a bit, so hopefully they can recover here and actually put together a real game and not FF.
I think a big weakness out of Gump Squad currently is that they do have their strongest player playing off-role and Zoe Deschanel playing jungle instead of mid lane. I honestly wouldn't mind them swapping their mid lane to jungle, putting them on a tank, and having Zoe Deschanel just pop off. You're a great mid laner. Play mid lane.
Yeah, I think they need it at this point. I mean, I liked the ambition of going to jungle. He wanted to try some different stuff. He's very high ranked and wanted to balance the tournament. Wanted to dodge out from playing against guys like me in the mid lane because he just knew I was too strong. Wanted to dodge out from Brandon Wanden. Nobody wants to play against him. So dodging to the jungle, but yeah, I think his team really needs him to pop off in the mid lane at this point. I don't know if they're going to be strong enough with him in the jungle and not in mid.
All right, I have returned. What a Mr. comeback.
It was a comeback. Well, they never actually lost in the very early game, they were at a slight gold deficit, but they did have a gold lead for most of the game. So, sort of a comeback?
Kind of a comeback. We'll say it's a comeback.
Either way, Lokesh is here to relieve me from the casting duties. So
wait, don't leave yet, Red Lightning. Connor's in the bathroom.
Oh no, Connor, come back. Okay, well I will stay for now just so that we still have somebody to talk to. The next game should be starting actually any second now because it is 10:30, so they should be getting ready to go any minute. I think this game is going to be a good one. It looked closer before this win from Apes Together Strong, but they played really well in this last game, and I think if they get a similar team comp where 2 Jokers can get on his Twisted Fate and influence the map, and then Dog can get a good counter pick in the top lane for a strong matchup, it could really look like another big win from Apes Together Strong, building off that last victory.
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm just going to quickly edit the standings here before we get right back into the game. Hold up.
Should put them pretty high up. I believe we do still have some teams without any wins. Bambi's Baskets still sitting at 0-2. Gump Squad at 0-3. Wooloo Gang at 0-3. And Forehead 2.0 at 0-1. So some teams looking for their first victories, whereas Rams of Love already sitting up with 4 wins and no losses after defeating the League Ball team earlier today. So
yes, sir.
Lot of separation between our top teams and our bottom teams.
Most definitely. It seems to be a pretty polarizing VCU LCS we have right now. But, anything can happen, as the favorites to win this game were, in fact, Ramley, but they fell short a little bit. But we'll see if Apes Together Strong can continue their bring the momentum forward and continue to excel in this game against Gump Squad. And at the same time, we'll see if Gump Squad is able to pick up their first win of the season. Yeah, and I think with that, I just have to wait for Connor to get back here.
Very true.
Here. Don't worry.
Connor never left.
I definitely left, but I snuck right back in. I am feeling really good about Ape Squad after that last game. I can't imagine TF goes through ban phase this time, though. And we'll have to see how they perform without that roaming presence. Because that might be a crutch that they're using. But we'll have to see.
It's nice to see TF, like a player actually use TF well. He's taken 2 big fat nerfs recently. And I think it makes him like a lot worse than he was just a month or 2 ago. But 2 Jokers just making the champ look busted. I mean, he's everywhere. He's all over the map. He's doing tons of damage. In every game he's got his TF, he's actually gotten a few kills and managed to pop off against players that are higher ranked than him. So just really well done from him. I have to give him a lot of credit as a TF player. I think I might be higher ranked, but his TF is better than mine. I'll give him big props.
Yeah, it's definitely a great performance, and you gotta be real happy in the comms right now of Ape together strong. We'll have to see if they're able to pull off the 2-0. And while it is a long season, a 2-0 right now after starting 0-2 would go a very long way in the standings.
Oh yeah, would really make them feel pretty confident heading into the rest of their games. Especially because, I mean, like I said, we briefly went over the standings while you were gone, but it puts them ahead of a lot of teams. I mean, there are still 4 teams right now that don't have a win. Some of them, like Gump Squad and Wooloo Gang, are actually already at 3 losses without a win. Bambi's Basket sitting at 2. So
But there
it
are
puts
teams
you
like Forehead that have only played a singular game.
true.
So you got to wonder where they would end up if they played their other 3.
True. But just getting those 2 wins, I mean, it puts a pretty clear separation from you and the bottom teams. And it gives you a decent chance of not being, every team gets to fight in that gauntlet, but winning 3, 4 best of ones in a row without ever slipping up at all for any game is a tall order for any team, especially in a league as inconsistent as the bottom half of the VCU LCS. So they're putting themselves in a good position to not have to play from the bottom of the gauntlet, or maybe even sneak into playoffs themselves without playing the
seeding's
gauntlet
gonna
at all.
matter a lot here, and we'll have to see how they do versus the team that they're playing right now. That is Gump Squad, and I remembered that the whole time. And the pro draft should be linked soon. And
hopefully we can get it straight into picks and bans. I think eyes are. Sorry, I am a little bit out of it, but I think the eyes are definitely on Zoe Deschanel to really carry the game. You see, he nearly solo won the game off of his Nidalee play against a 2D Sim squad. Yeah, Spectate Link has landed, so he should be getting into picks and bans fairly soon.
Well, with that, I think I will take my leave and let you guys get into your third and final cast of the evening. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me. Listen to these 2 lovely young gentlemen and their beautiful, silky smooth voices as they continue to cast you into the future. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to peace out.
Peace out, Tristan. Thank you very much.
And before the draft starts, I will say to Youngest Lee, or maybe Lay, I'm assuming it's Lee though, in the chat, I agree. Rams of Love is my current number 1 too. Rams of Love is my favorite. That is my my pick of the day, pick of the season. And we'll have to see how it turns out. So you can't let me down now because I'm saying it on a clippable VOD.
Well, it is there for the records now, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully they get into pick bands soon. How's your day been, Connor?
So good.
So good. Yeah, I've been chilling too.
I got to cast a game of the VCU LCS tonight, and now I get to cast another. Could you think of a better day?
True.
Oh, and it looks like draft is actually starting. Gump Squad first ban. I wonder if it's going to be the TF.
I would expect the TF ban to come through. Also, like Ilawi and Yorick bans coming in for Dog. I mean, it's kind of a disgusting player on those champions, and I don't think anyone wants to deal with it.
And just like that, it is TF. We'll have to see what they're banning for the Gump Squad. I'm unsure what Gump Squad has been playing in their past matches. Obviously, Zoe Deschanel could always flex to the mid lane and lock in Zoe if they assume that she's jungling or he jungling. I'm assuming it's Zoe Deschanel, the real actress.
Yeah. I mean, name is definitely based off of it. It's not actually an L at the end; it's a capital I. So you have to call him Zoe Deschanel from now on.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it gets on his nerves. Sources say
legally
say
we have to though.
Sources say that Zoe Deschanel no longer considers himself a one-trick and will soon be changing his name to Pooper Scooper 73.
Oh, that's a great name.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And they do ban the Zoe just because of the forbidden
in
flex.
case.
You never know. And Alawi's banned too. I'm assuming someone on Apes Together plays a lot of Alawi because they banned it this game and Ramley banned it last game. You have to assume Dog loves some Alawi.
He does have probably over like 7 million games of it on his main, and he is currently starting top laner for VCU Gold, the B team. And all I can say is I definitely do not allow him to play Alawi, ever.
Owie, it's Alawi.
Exactly.
The Echo ban is being hovered as well.
I think they ban it. They're literally just banning Spencer's champions. Like, it's kind of sad. Like any moment now he's going to message me on League and be like, bro, these guys are insecure. I'll be like,
Well,
yeah, they are.
I'm assuming that the Diamond 2, Spencer.
Yeah, the Diamond 2 is Spencer.
You know, you gotta... When you're the highest rank on your team by an entire tier, with the Platinum 2 being their second highest, you got to be banning his picks out.
Yeah, most definitely. And
That's
they actually like leave the Yorick up, which is surprising. They decide to ban the Renekton instead. So yeah.
Apes Together Strong could play the Yorick, which is a split push mastermind. Could just solo win the game just off of a Yorick. One Yorick is always against the world, and you have to believe in him.
Yeah, we will see if the one Yorick against the world happens in this game. I think they pulled it out against Rams of Love earlier in the season, where he played it into Youngest Lay's Lucian top, and he did okay in lane, actually. It was pretty surprising. But come the team fights, he was just kind of a sitting duck and was getting blown up the entire time. But Apes Together Strong. They lock in Hecarim, and they lock in the Corki Hecarim for Gragasopa. Corki most likely coming in for 2 Jokers. Kind of fills the same niche as TF does once he does receive the packages. Kind of a safe scaling mid lane, but that does leave a Bernitz Yasuo, and that matchup is not very good for Corki.
And, you talk about the Yasuo, but could it be the Zillion mid, too? Zillion can be flex top, mid, or support. You think it's support?
No way. It's definitely Miles playing Zillion mid. Glucifer for 69. It's definitely him playing Zillion. Not mid, sorry, Zillion support. No way Bernice plays Zillion. That just does not seem like a Zillion.
I'll believe you. The flex is impossible. Jin's locked in, too.
Yeah.
We'll have to see their third pick. Last one of the first side for Gump Squad.
So these are actually very comfort picks for the side of Gump Squad. The Zillion comes in, Jin, and actually the Vladimir as well for Berneath. Yeah, these are very comfort picks. Vladimir is actually his second most played champion right after Yasuo. Jin is Sly Brad's favorite ADC to play, and Glusniffer 69 plays a copious amount of Zillion.
And your backs are against the wall, you're 0-3. You got to kind of rely on comfort. And you see Apes actually locks in the Senna. Could be support, could be ADC. We talked about last game how ADC Senna is pretty nerfed this patch. Souls cut in half they were able to acquire from waves.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've never actually seen Kyoshimon play Senna, but I do know 9IQ player is an avid Senna player. He loves that champion, and as ADC on VCU Gold, he has played it a fair amount in some of our games. So that could very well be an ADC Senna coming through. But yeah, the decreased soul count is just really hampers her ability to scale up and snowball quickly. I think it's a well-deserved nerf. I think that champion was just way too broken for her own good.
Yeah, top ADC, I think. I would put her top 2 for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe behind Caitlyn. And Shen is being banned. One more ban from Apes Together. They have banned 4 or 3 junglers at this point, but 4 of Zoe Deschanai's champions. We'll have to see what their last one is.
Zoe Deschanai. Yeah, 3 top laners gone from Dog, Alawi, Renekton, and Shen taken away, and the set is also gone. I don't know exactly who plays set on the side of Gump Squad apart from Glusniffer, but with the Vladimir locked in, that's just confirmed that that's a Zillion support. Roland Chang,
top unless Berneath is that much into the Vladimir.
I don't know.
Roland Chang
honestly.
could Vladimir.
I don't think I want to see Roland Chang play Vladimir. I want to see Roland Chang play Alistar top. Oh, there's a Yorick ban. All right.
I hope he plays Alistar top.
I want to see him play Alistair top. That is his one trick. I think
That
that'd be
would
pretty
pull
spicy.
the comp together, I think.
It would.
That actually is one trick.
That
Did
is
he
actually
play
his
that?
one trick. He does one trick Alistair.
Excuse me while I pull up na.op.gg. 100 games of Alistar, and that's top?
Alistair support. But I'm saying he could play a top lane.
Oh. I thought you were saying he OTP'd Alistar top, which would be insane.
It would be insane. Mad respect to the dude if he did. I mean, mad respect for in general for being an Alistair player. Like, I don't think that champion's very good right now. Yeah, it is Roland Chang on Alistair top against the Maokai, and then J Forest Pit is locked in for Zoe Deschanel. Zoe Deschanel, sorry, aka Pooper Scooper 73. So Pooper Scooper 73 on the Jarvan 4 is very much looking to sort of enable the Vladimir Alistair combo in these fights, and they're going for like a 5v5 team fight oriented comp. And with the Zillion locked in, assuming the Vladimir ever gets like bursted out or dies in these fights, then I think it will, like, having the Zillion there is like actually critical in reviving the Vlad, so he can just continue his like a blood infused rampage.
And if you're able to play well, Jhin Vladimir is a lot of damage in fights. And you have the Alistar laning into Maokai, which isn't terrible. You may be able to farm up as the Alistar top and just become a tank for your team. Just become another supportive factor along with the Zillion, along with the Jarvan that's able to enable this Jhin and Vladimir to carry the game. Not saying Roland Chang's going to turbo carry, but I think he might.
I believe in the Roland Chang turbo carry. Like, sometimes I play norms with him, and he picks like some weird, like he'll go Alistair mid, Alistair jungle. Like, he'll just play Alistair wherever, and like sometimes, like I'd say like 6 or 7 times out of 10 he pops off. So I'm like excited to see it, and I think he'll have a decently okay lane into Maokai, and they're just kind of like gonna be sort of, I guess, like going at the wet noodle fight, as they call it.
Sure.
Yeah.
The pool noodles will be broken out.
Pool noodles will be broken out. So, just ran the numbers. Looks like Lokesh and Fat Cow lost our week 1 bet, and we'll have to duet WAP on stream at some point soon. All right, guys. Well, sometime in the next few days, tune into twitch.tv/LakeWatch123 for a Fat Cow Lokesh, Dane plus Lokesh WAP duet stream with face cams, probably. I will link that in the esports Discord whenever it happens.
There we go, finally.
Hey, big stupids, give me kiss. There's your kiss, sir.
Oh, nice.
Who doesn't want a kiss from Lokesh, let's be honest.
That one was a bit wet, you could tell.
It was a bit wet.
You're getting a little too into it.
Dude, I'm just appealing to the viewers, man. I gotta give the good content, the good quality content we're known for.
Lots of fan service over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what's up. Bro, why am I like so thirsty all the time? I don't get it. Like, I like always need water. But like, there's never enough water for me.
Hey, it's okay. Just hydrate yourself. Get an IV and just shoot water straight into your veins.
Dude, that's
I've heard good
definitely
things.
the move. That's definitely the move. I'm gonna go get some water, actually. I'll be right back, Connor.
Okay. Don't panic. So we have 2 compositions right now. One of them has Alistar top. The other one does not. Which team won this draft? I'd say I let the people decide, but I think it's pretty obvious. Alistar top is just immaculate. I'm going to want to see him go the coveted Protobelt Alistar build, where you go Protobelt, maybe go tank after that. But, you never know. He could go Roa too. Rod of Ages. That's a tanky AP stat. I don't think Dog's able to do anything into the Alistar, honestly. Like, he's gonna try to kill him, but Alistar just gonna out-farm him, gonna out-maneuver him, and gonna out-teamfight him. I don't want to make a hard prediction like that when the game hasn't even started, but I just have a lot of faith right now. Full pen, Alistar, AP. You gotta wonder how that would work out. I think even if Alistar started with a full Rabadon's death cap, if 0.000 seconds into the game, he has a Rabadon's death cap, I'm still unsure if AP Alistar would work out. But I do think Protobelt is pretty pog. You could Protobelt, and just to get into that WQ range, I want to see him run Hextech Flash too. Oh, welcome back. You missed about 2 minutes of me talking more about Alistar.
I'm excited. I'm glad you're just as excited for Roland Chang's Alistar top as I am. You know, like the players they've been talking to me. They really want to pick up this win, so I'm excited for a Gump Squad win.
I gotta say, a Gump Squad win would bring both of these teams tying at 1-3 in the standings.
Definitely
so it's a pretty big match for the Gump Squad to be able to close the deficit, because being 2-2 and being 0-4 are very different than being 1-3 and 1-3.
Yeah, it definitely puts Apes Together Strong back a bit in the standings, and it gives like a very, very much needed win for Gump Squad. And you know, I think with the spectator delay ending in a minute, we'll be able to see what these teams will sort of go for. Both teams have picked pretty strong team fighting comps. I think Apes Together Strong do have the advantage in extended fights with the Hecarim, the Corki, and the Senna coming through, while Gump Squad, they just want to sort of kill everyone in one go, right? But in the case that an extended fight does happen, Zillion is there to revive a critical key member to keep the fight going. That's sort of like the dream scenario, I guess. But
also, last match, Apes Together Strong absolutely dismantled the Senna with their Ashe on the enemy team. And now they take that knowledge of nearly flame horizoning the Senna. Maybe they pulled it off. And instead of picking the Ashe again, you lock in Senna for yourself. I'm very curious to see how it works out.
Yeah, most definitely. Both these comps are like actually pretty smart from each team. They are playing to Roland Chang's strengths up in the top lane with the Alistar and like with the Jarvan and the Vladimir in the like. They really want to just like layer on the CC, like just CC chain people down on both of these teams. But the Vladimir does scale pretty damn well into the late game. And I don't see a situation where the Vladimir ever dies come like 35 to 40 minutes in. What are your thoughts? Like, what can they do to prevent this game from going late?
You definitely want to stop Vladimir from taking off early, but then in the face of adversity, you have Roland Chang making sure the Vladimir gets to a position where he's able to carry the game. You want to see Corki and Hecarim just doing the work on Vladimir. I don't think it's that over and out. I think you are able to CC lock the Vladimir later in the game. Hecarim Fear is very powerful. Corki will do a lot of damage later as well, and you have the infinite scaling Senna. I'm not entirely worried about the scaling. I think both comps have pretty good scaling, but Jhin and Vlad definitely, I think, have a slight edge.
Yeah, I think Jhin does have a slight edge in the scaling now that Senna's soul count has been nerfed significantly.
That depends on how far the game scales. If it scales to 80 minutes, I'm favoring Senna, I think.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%, dude. Senna is like... It's just like, I don't know if you've seen like videos of like Vandrel on YouTube with like 1,000 stack Senna just like autoing people from base.
Yeah. So we'll have to see if the Senna can get to 1,000 stack this game. That's the win con. And another champion out of two Jokers, not to the extent of TF, but you are able to navigate the map and help your team with the package coming out from Corki. I think you don't get it from until 8 minutes though. So that will be rough.
So, interesting to note, Roland Chang does not actually start a Doran's item. He starts Relic Shield on the Alistar. I'm not sure who exactly he's going to be supporting in the top lane other than himself. Maybe he thinks last hitting the minions with the Relic Shield will give... he thinks last hitting melee minions will give his caster minions some extra gold. I don't know what he's thinking, but...
Oh no.
Definitely an interesting item choice. at the
Roland
top.
Chang, why? I'm guessing he went the default shop suggested item and left base. That's what I have to
Probably.
imagine happened. I can't imagine any foresight or thought went into the item choice.
Or here's a big brain thought, right? He's getting the relic shield so he can get like passive gold. He doesn't have to CS and he can just build support items. So now the team has 2 supports. You'll have Glue Sniffer having wards, and you'll have Roland Chang having wards. It's just wards everywhere. It's actually a big brain play from the Alistar main.
And you have Jarvan early gank the top lane and funnel the Jarvan the lane minions.
Yes, yeah, there you go. Zoe Deschanel, I mean, Pooper Scooper 73 is actually pathing towards top lane now. So you do see Dog actually placing the early ward, but the root comes in down onto Kyochimon. A lot of damage comes through. Sly Brad flashes forward aggressively, picks up first blood.
Wow.
Well played from the bot lane of Gump Squad off of the back of an excellent double bomb coming through. Roland Chang is taking a lot of harass from the Maokai, though.
He is able to get out, though, and Jarvan's coming up to help him. And you got to see that the Thresh still has his flash here. Kind of greeted on that one.
He definitely does. I mean, sometimes I just like look and I wonder why people just don't press their buttons. I feel like
It
if he
comes
flashed,
from
he
a
would have
place
been okay.
of, I think I'm fine. And by the time that you realize you're not fine, it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. So Additional could end up being caught here, but he does have Bernice to back him up. I think they win that early 2v2 simply because J4 is extremely strong. Vladimir is stronger than... He's not strong early game by any means, but he is stronger than Corki in the early game.
I agree, but you do have to recognize that the Maokai did have the lane push, and he was starting to make that rotation down. And with his help, I don't think they win the 3v2.
They definitely don't, and these double bombs from Glue Sniffer and Slybrad, just the Jin Zillion combo has been absolutely brutal. You can already see both players have been taking to less than half HP, and another root lands. This is like what Gum Squad needs to do, right? They want to pick their comfort and just play through that.
Yeah, you know, you get to a point when if you're in like the lower brackets, no champion counterpick is going to be better than what you're good at.
Yeah.
Garen into Riven is not going to be better than playing a champion into Riven that you're good at. You know, like having even those like traditional super counter picks. You want to play something that you're super comfortable on. You want to get your one tricks. And that's just how you get wins in the VCU LCS. I promise.
Yeah, I mean, you can go for stuff like picking Zed into Kassadin when you see Wisher locking Kassadin, but like that's not going to help you if you've never played a game of Zed in your life.
Exactly. And Alistar's mad. He's angry that Maokai even thought about doing him. And it looks like he's giving up the cannon minion to get those extra autos in. And that's a huge wave pushing into Maokai. And Maokai already is even in CS, so he should be taking a pretty sizable lead here.
Should be
at
Roland
least by
Chang.
a few minions.
Just whacks away at the minions on the Moo Cow Alistar.
But you know, you're Roland Chang. You don't care about the CS numbers. You are a support. You are a tank. You are a king. And it looks like they're going in on the Jarvan with Hecarim and Corki right now. That might be a pick. Jarvan uses his flash. He's going to get under tower, and they don't choose to dive him.
Yeah, he's chilling. He actually ends up getting the Scuttle, so that is a bit of a win. You trade Scuttle for Flash. Does have the extra gold. Ultimately, he is most likely going to go towards a more tankier Jarvan build. Just kind of want to funnel as much power into the Vladimir Jin carry on the side of Gum Squad. I know Spencer. Like I know how he jungles. He goes for the very supportive style when he's playing stuff like Jarvan.
Which I don't mind with the squad that you have. You have the Jin, you have the Vladimir that do a ton of damage. Even Zillion's going to be doing a lot of damage as support later in the game. You're fine to go Knight's Vow, Cinderhulk, Merc Treads. That's better than fine. That's good even. You get a locket on Jarvan too? Oh boy, will you be feeling good.
He will be feeling good. Roland Chang decides to freeze the wave for some odd reason. Double Bond misses, however. Still poke damage over. This bot lane's feeling the pressure, man. Like, they're really feeling the pressure.
Yeah, giant wave going in. This could be Senna's chance to take the CS lead, though, if she hits every single one of these. We'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely.
He's only 5 down right now. So Jin and Zillion, while they are pushing, while they are able to get a lot of the poke down, they aren't necessarily CSing well. And that's Zillion under turret, but the minions are still there, so he
Double
doesn't
root
take any
lands.
tower aggro.
Double root does land, a 9 IQ player greeting for the Senna Soul. Oh, one more auto from Kyoshimon will take him down. However, both bot laners are taking pretty much to like 1 HP off the exchange. Just so much poke damage coming out, just slowly whittling down at these two champions. I think the Jin pick is actually very smart, and leaving it up against Slybrad was not the move, especially, and then picking Senna right afterwards.
Yeah, and because Zillion and Jin are able to exert that pressure onto the Senna Thresh, Jarvan's able to sneak the dragon. And you don't even have to worry because both your lanes have priority at that point.
Yeah, just like
you only
excellent.
have to worry about the Hecarim.
It's just excellent awareness from Pooper Scooper 73 to go for the dragon there. Like, there's gonna be absolutely no contest in that sense. Roland Chang decides to sell his item and gets a bombing cinder. It was probably definitely an oopsie, so there was no big brain Roland Chang strats coming through. It was just I accidentally bought the support item when I'm not playing support.
And you got to be feeling bad about that now, because I think that's like 400 gold down the drain.
Yeah,
You get some of it back. I don't know what it sells for. I'm going to assume it's not near 400, though. And Jin goes for the ultimate bot lane. As the directed camera moves me away, I want to see where these go. And he misses 3 of them.
Oh, the Corey package does land, though. Gooseniffer is caught out without Zillion ult. Flashes down onto Slybrad. They will not actually pick him up here, even though the Maokai ult route will land. They're just going to trade. They're just going to give the 1 kill over. Gooseniffer giving his life to make sure that his ADC doesn't die, but that does allow Breneath to get free plates in the mid lane. Maybe. I guess not.
Yeah, that is 2 teleports out of 2 Jokers and Dog, though. You might have only needed 1, and now you're trading Herald for that 1 kill, too.
Yeah, I think Gump Squad's very fine. They're fine with this, honestly. They get the first drag, they get the first Herald, and 8 minutes, 45 seconds in, Jarvan can maybe look for a gank, pressure this bot lane a little bit more, set up a dive, and pick up a early tower. Has the double bond lands onto Kyoshimon as Slybrad goes aggressive. That's going to be another kill over to the Jin. Just excellent play from Gooseniffer and Slybrad. Bot lane of Gump Squad is popping off. They really, really want this win.
Yeah, their wave was in a point there where you have to shove at the Senna Thresh. You have to get it under turret before recalling, and they were unable to do so without dying. Vladimir might be able to secure the kill here, and it should be dead. Yeah.
Breneath, the man, the myth, the legend. Often known for getting solo killed, but gets the solo kill this time around on the Vladimir. 2 Jokers disrespecting the Crimson Rush on the Vlad. Slybrad goes aggressive, tanks 2 tower shots. It's a little surprising.
And he's also building quite greedily, too. You can't really be pushing up that far into the Vlad when you have a tier, a pickaxe, and a cull at the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing defensive, nothing even that allows you to outdamage him at this point in the game. Later, you'll be reaping the rewards, but right now, you got to be in a different spot. And Alistar is doing the work. Has an even CS amount versus the Maokai right now.
Yeah,
Roland Chang definitely showing lane dominance, I think. I think this is a lane kingdom, honestly. Oh, no.
Oh, what am I watching? You see, delving into the mind of Roland Chang, he's like some of the most brilliant plays I've seen in whiles, and sometimes, I feel like his brain is too big, but his fingers are too slow. Like, he thinks, 30 steps ahead, but he's actually, 30 steps behind when he's, when he's trying to go.
His brain is just faster than his hands will ever be.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
What he was trying to do there was flash onto the Maokai and then W under the turret. But if he did W the Maokai under the turret, the Maokai would have walked away from the turret and been fine because he was full health Maokai.
Hecarim does have to ult away there from the ult combo. He's about to get double bombed into Jarvan ulted. But Gragasopet is safe for now, but Hecarim ult down is a pretty big cooldown.
They're dropping the Herald bot.
They definitely are. With the Hecarim, he is actually bot side to contest, maybe, but this plates over to the side of Gump Squad as they're looking to grab the first tower. Hecarim is coming in. Zoe Deschanel, Pooper Scooper 73, decides to make a quick retreat, and they'll just take the plates and call it a day.
Yeah, and Dragon is quickly approaching as well. They're able to get the Herald to get those plates. And now I think you want to be resetting as quickly as you can and getting back to Dragon. But it looks like Zoe opts into doing the half mana Krugs instead. We'll have to see if he goes for the Dragon at all. It will be a... You can go. It will be Infernal.
Yeah, I think he will go for it. I mean, with Gragas Opa, I think it's just smart pathing from Zoe Deschanel. Pooper Scooper 73 overall. Just the game knowledge coming through. He knows Hecarim has cleared his bot side jungle, so he will go towards his top side. And with your bot lane having priority and your bot side still up, I just think it's really smart to just go for the dragon in this case. And picking up 2 early drakes is huge. It puts you closer to Soul Point, and with that, we could see maybe an Earth or a Cloud Soul coming in. As the mountains rise, the Earth Soul will be the one on the table.
Yeah, in the side of Corki and Senna right now, they have yet to hit their spikes where they really want to be contesting anything. Cull is still 7 minions away from being stacked. The Mana Mune is not even close. 246 out of 750, and that's all he has for his build right now. So not really able to contest any large objectives right now. You also kind of want to be seeing an early Executioner calling out of the Corki. I feel like that would give him a lot of power into the Vladimir and also into the Zillion, because his ult is affected by healing reduction.
I don't know about early Executioners because he just kind of dies to Vladimir at the moment. I think a Hex Drinker before the Executioners will be a lot smarter of a buy. Just to survive in the lane, and then come team fights, you can just have the Grievous Wounds reducing the Vlad healing, sort of as like a support blanket for your team. But I think in terms of laning right now, I think a Hex Drinker would be smart, or maybe even something along the lines of Mercury Treads before getting the Executioners calling. We'll have to see what 2 Jokers opts for, and yeah, he does actually go for the Executioners here into the Sork Shoes, so he just wants to pump out as much damage as possible.
Yeah, that's the build of someone that wants to contest the next Dragon. And maybe the next Herald, because that's spawning within a minute, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, they want to make sure this Vlad isn't, like, perma-healing in these team fights. I mean, with Bernice hitting level 11 soon, the rank 2 ultimate on Vladimir will heal a lot. And, yeah, with him going over to the side lane as Vladimir, getting the split push going, he wants to make sure he starts the scaling as fast as possible without anyone in his path.
And can I say that I really love the gentleman's agreement out of both teams to just leave Roland Chang and Dog alone. Just leave them to their own devices. Allow them to go even, impact the game later. And Herald is up in about 10 seconds, and if they get the Zillion pick, that would be pretty easy, but he gets right out.
He does get right out. A lot of damages traded back onto 9 IQ player Slybrad doing the correct play of targeting the ADC when your support gets caught. 9 IQ player unable to fight back in this case.
Secret Agent Jarvan right now, about to go in on the Hecarim. Hecarim did not smite, thinking that Jarvan would be there, was unbeknownst to him, and Jarvan's able to get that and get out and use up the Zillion ult, or not Zillion ult, the Senna ult and the Hecarim ult. And now you can just start Herald. 2 of those key ultimates are down. You can just drop it.
You honestly could. I mean, Maokai is rotating over now, and the rest of the team will follow suit shortly, but they are engaging onto the tree.
That's
he is
TP coming
decently tanky. They don't have that much damage to actually kill him off, as the Zillion ult is popped onto Roland Chang. As he uses his own Alistar ult, there's a bit of miscommunication going on there. The double bomb lands again. Glue Sniffer 69 has been on point as Zoe Deschanel picks up the kill credit onto Maokai. Slybrad has joined the fight as Gragas Opa is here, looking to take down the Zillion. Ultless Zillion goes down onto Roland Chang. Very deep in situation. Does not have ult, though, to clean this fight up. The red carpet is laid down. 4th shot goes through. Nothing much will come out of it.
And that whole time, Vladimir is in the bot lane, taking that bot lane turret. It's about halfway done now. You need to get something if you're the Apes squad right now. They didn't opt into starting the Herald. He's just trying to counter jungle the Wolves right now. And he might run into the Jarvan. Oh, looks like they're going
Slybrad goes for the outplay. Wow.
And he might even live here if Jarvan's able to get there to help him. And they have the TP incoming as well. Maokai's in, Maokai's out.
Definitely.
Harold has not been taken by either squad. Great play from Jin there. Was able to get the kill onto Corki when they mistakenly dove the best Jin in this game.
The best Jin at VCU, probably.
And they might get the Alistar too right now. His ult is down.
Roland Chang is caught out. I'm not too sure why he stepped up so far into 4 members. Getting a bit antsy there, but yeah, excellent play from Sly Brad. It flashes away from a lot of damage that the Corki was going to output, quickly follows through with a Q 4th shot, and with the tower damage coming in, there's just no way for the Corki to survive that. 3-0 on the Jin now, he's looking really strong.
That's a lot of CC that the Gump squad doesn't have for this Dragon. Alistar doesn't have his TP. If Ape squad is able to get over to the Dragon and start it, or contest it before they completely take it while you have 5 members alive, Hecarim does have his ult. He doesn't go for it. He does!
Ooh, he goes for it, but he gets shut down pretty much immediately. Senna ult does come through. This Jarvan is on the Dragon, picks up the kill credit on that one. Berneath gets taken down by 9 IQ player, but picks up the Retribution kill. Kyoshimon lives with 1 HP. Zoe additional not quite able to finish him off. Glue Sniffer, thinking he can get the double bomb in to kill Kyoshimon, is just slightly out of range, is forced to flash away off of fear that the Maokai will CC him to death.
And sure, you lose 3 lives for 2 at that point, but you're soul point now.
You are soul point.
You have Infernal, you have Ocean, you're going to be getting another Mountain if you're able to secure the next Dragon in 4.5 minutes. And that will be a soul that's very useful into the limited burst damage out of the Corki, out of the Senna.
Definitely
There's
out of the
not
Corki.
much they can do for picks.
Definitely out of the Corki, definitely out of the Senna. Earth Soul, very, very much the soul that you want to avoid a lot of the upfront burst that the side of Apes Together Strong has. And with these guys being on soul point, we could be looking at a 22-minute soul coming in for the side of Gump Squad and should put them at a decent spot to possibly win this game.
And we were talking about before the momentum that Ape Squad had going into this game after their previous win over, some would say, a better team in Ramley, at least as the record shows. And now they seem to be falling apart into the Gump Squad. It's not over yet. The gold is still pretty even, but you are down 3 dragons, and that makes a large difference with the comps that they have.
Yeah, definitely. And I think like a big part of it is actually taking away the comfort champions from 2 Jokers and Dog. Like Dog is sort of forced onto the Maokai, is not really a carry champion. Pretty much everything is on 9 IQ player in the bot lane to carry this, and 2 Jokers doesn't look too comfortable on Corki, even though it sort of does bring about the same kind of niche that TF has with the package. And as I say that, the package is picked up right now, actually, but he just looks way more comfortable on the Twisted Fate than he does on Corki.
It's the same, yeah, it's the same, but it's a little worse. You don't have the CC that TF does. You don't have the instant teleportation that TF does, and you don't have it as often as TF does.
You just don't,
Corki,
yeah.
You have TP and you have package that allows you to quickly get around the map, but you got to wait for that package to spawn, and that's going to be a lot longer than TF's ultimate.
It really is. I think, if I recall correctly, it's like a 3 or 4 minute cooldown.
I'll believe you.
What did I just watch? Oh my god, that's probably the worst package I've ever seen. Roland Chang brings out the cowbell to BM 2 Jokers for that package.
And that shows a little bit of inexperience with 2 Jokers on the Corki, as he did grab the package when no objectives are on the map right now.
Yeah, absolutely none. He absolutely didn't need to grab the package. He really should have saved it for like sometime within the next 2 minutes when Soul comes up and they can force like a dragon fight, and with package down, that's actually really huge.
Yeah, package is a great tool that Corki had that allows him and his team to position well in a team fight, and he just won't have that for the enemy's soul point. But he is able to take the tower, and he probably will kill this Alistar now. And they're having a team fight mid, too. They get onto the Zillion, he's probably going to ult himself.
Yeah, he definitely is.
And it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Out. He walks away.
Is dropped from the Jin. Let's see if any shots will land. As the paint gun display goes through, no kills will be picked up for Mr. Slybrad. Tower does go down. Alistar survives in the top lane 1v1. He did pop his ult there in that fight. TP will be up shortly. I would like to see Roland Chang hold on to his TP for the ensuing dragon fight. That will most definitely happen. I don't think these guys want to give up Soul. As Zoe Deschanel goes in onto 9IQ player, his rooted by the Senna. The burn coming in through the red smite picks up the kill. Pooper Scooper 73 grabs the kill credit for that one.
And what's even worse about that is 9IQ player blew his flash and healed during the all-in. At that point, you would rather let yourself die there and be alive for the dragon with both your sums than live by burning both your sums. You want to save them for the next team fight, and by burning them right now, you won't have them for that fight. There's nothing that they're able to get off of killing the Senna there. The Senna is just gold. And
it is just gold, yeah.
It's not necessarily helpful.
But I think that was like a good play. Like at the end of the day, just burning both sums from 9IQ player, just not having that. The Senna's going to be a prime target for this J4 and Vladimir in this upcoming Soul Flight as Maokai TP's in. Looking there, Alistar matches shortly.
Same with Corki.
Yeah, the double bomb lands. Corki double TPs onto it. No packages available. Gragas Opa goes in. Is extremely deep into the team. He's actually going to get blown up pretty much instantly. Lives a little bit beneath, dives very far back, picks up the kill credit onto Gragas Opa as he's wreaking havoc on the backline, chasing the Senna down now. Double bomb lands onto Thresh and two Jokers as Apes Together Strong are getting decimated by the Gump squad. Dog will follow suit shortly afterwards. Pretty tanky Maokai, but yeah, Sly Brad picks up the shutdown gold on that one. 9IQ player, very, very low. As two Jokers is forced to retreat from the fight. One of the shots lands, and American Sniper here, Sly Brad picking up the double kill on the Jhin with the curtain call. Well played team
and
fight
now you
from
gotta
Gump
be
squad.
Feeling a bit demoralized at the Ape Squadron after losing the Mountain Soul. Off of, I think the word in is definitely understating how far in Hecarim went there. He used Ghost. He used ult just to get onto the backline, but his team was nowhere to be found. His team was miles away.
Yeah,
still in the river.
They just weren't. And yeah, he's got the Cinder Hulk and he's got the Ninja Tabby, but at the end of the day, he's just a Trinity Force Hecarim. He's not that tanky. And that might have been a decent engage on the backline, but with no one to follow up, it's just useless at that point. Just get blown up. There's nothing you can do.
To have any chance of this game, you need to be picking and choosing better engages. You need to be using the Maokai ult first, I think. I think you need to be counter-engaging with the Maokai ult and hoping that it goes well. But at this point, it seems very difficult. You're down 2k gold and a Mountain Soul. Against a comp that I'd like to say scales a bit better. You do have the infinite scaling Senna, but it doesn't do much until a lot later in the game. You're reaching this mid-game break point where I think the Vladimir and Jhin are just a lot better.
Yeah, the Death Cap and the Spellbinder are on Beneath right now. He is just unbelievably fed. I don't have any other words for it. He's pretty sure if he just walks in, he one-shots 3 people at once. Double bomb lands. Glue Sniffer is amazing on the Zillion right here. Two Jokers gets immediately blown up by the combo put down as another double bomb lands onto the dog. The CC chain is just unbelievable here. Meanwhile, Roland Chang is just chilling in the bot lane, doing split push things as Alistar, doing his best Lokesh impression, as all of you guys like to meme about.
Hey, it's working. That's a giant wave in the bottom lane. Then the Jhin ult coming out too, but the double bombs do miss. Will they be able to get the Thresh kill? And they will, thanks to the trusty Jhin W. Looks like they're going to try to dive the Senna too. And it will probably work as both of her sums are down and she's in a mobile AD carry.
Oh, that Zillion revive was so clutch. Gragas was slowed to a halt. The 99% slow is absolutely brutal. A 5-for-0 ace in a 4v5. And a 4v5 comes through. Meanwhile, Alistar's just taking.
In the bot lane. That turret is 20% health right now, thanks to the Chang.
Can't tango with the Chango, baby. Just can't tango with the Chango.
Now, Corgi does have package to try to contest this Baron. I think you need to contest it. There's not much you can do into Mountain Soul, into Baron. They could probably just siege you and end the game at that point with Vladimir alone, honestly. I think Vladimir could just 1v5 at that point.
Yeah, they're just crazy strong at this point. The gold lead isn't really that big. The package does come down. Shutdown onto Jarvan, though. Oh, Corki steals Baron. That's actually super huge. That might have put Apes Together Strong right back into the driver's seat.
Yeah, Gump Squad has to be spamming jungle diff in all chat right now. I think that's the only reasonable thing to say.
Oh,
And Zoe Deschanai definitely
Pooper
made a
Scooper
bit of a
73.
mistake by dying there. I feel like in a situation where you can either die or not die, I'd choose not dying and securing Baron, honestly. And it looks like they're onto the Alistar, too. The Alistar. He might have enough mana for one ability. As you see, it's regenerating very rapidly, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the
He uses
Catalyst
ult, and it
is
doesn't matter.
coming through for him. A lot of damage. He is tanking quite a lot of damage. He's lived for long enough for the rest of Apes Together Strong to actually come forth. Roland Chang does have the Alistar ult on him. Will not actually be proc, though. He is getting taken down by Gragas Opa's. Berneath is in the backline and gets hooked. Will get taken down with the CC chain. Flash Root lands onto Sly Brad from the Maokai, but this Maokai is alone. Zoe Deschanai, Pooper Scooper 73, takes down Gragas Opa's Hecarim. And all of a sudden, Baron might end up getting wasted here.
So far, 2 for 3. You need to get over onto that Jhin as Maokai right now. That's how you win this fight. You need to kill Jhin first.
He's really fast, though. Like, Sly Brad is just dancing around this fight. It is a 3
Maokai
for 2 so
flash.
far. 3 for 3 in the extended fight, actually. It's been really bloody, but currently just the bot lane of Gump Squad is alive.
And with the way that Apes game has been going, you are very happy to take the whatever that trade was. I think it might have been 3 for 3. Or maybe so, 3 for 2.
3 for 3, 3 for 2, something like that.
But it's hard to keep track with such a fiesta of a fight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, gold is now even. Turrets are not even quite. But they are only 1 tower down and only 1k gold down in 28 minutes into the game. That's honestly not that bad of a position to be in. And with the Corki coming in, with the Trinity Force completed and Infinity Edge components, he is also scaling. Senna critically also has the Muramana done, as well as the Corki. So these guys are going to be pumping out a lot of damage.
Once Corki is able to get his IE, that is going to be a giant breakpoint for him. And especially since he was able to steal that Baron and buy them a little bit more time, I think it might be carryable. It might be doable if he's able to get the IE off this back. We'll see if he has it.
Just maybe. Just maybe.
Recall faster.
And
he's searching the shop. He's searching. He's waiting. He's teasing.
Faster.
And
there we go. The Infinity Edge is here.
There we go. And that's Elder Dragon spawning right now. You need this Elder Dragon. Roland Chang does have a teleport.
Roland Chang has to TP into this fight. Like, there's no other way for it. No sums on 9 IQ player, sorry, but Two Jokers does have his flash up still. We could see something coming through. Everyone is invisible due to the center wraiths. Gragas Opa does go into the fight. Ults in onto
the Jhin. Jhin had to use his QSS.
This Jhin is just left alone in this fight here. Two Jokers taken extremely low. Berneath dies here. It's support from mid laner right now. Double kill goes through after the Vladimir ult lands. This is a 4 for 1 in the fight so far. Dog is alone. He is going to get taken down shortly, and that is Elder Dragon going to be picked up for the side of Gump Squad. Are they trying to end the game?
Looks like they're trying to end. They're saying, we don't need Elder Dragon. We need Nexus. They're just going to see if they can burst it down with the Jhin auto. They do a lot to turrets. We'll have to see if they're able to do that, but I don't think it will be possible. I think it might be an Inhib and Elder.
I'd rather they just take the Inhib tower and then go to Elder. I think Inhib might be cutting it a bit too far.
I agree. I think that they should have left. I think they should have gone Elder first.
Go to Elder. Gump Squad, please go to Elder. Okay, now
I'm not
they're
even sure
picking Elder, but like everyone is up.
Point.
Why not just take the Elder and then reset?
Yeah, Corki has TP right now, and he does have package in base as well. He doesn't. Oh, he does grab it. Okay. And we'll see if he goes for the teleport. Nothing great to teleport off of. There is a ward right behind the pit, actually, for the red team. We'll see if he thinks about it.
He's just
he goes on the pink ward.
No, that's Maokai right there. Zoe Deschanai goes aggressive onto 9 IQ player right here. The Senna is immediately popped. Corki is in the back of the fight. Slybrad has the Zillion ult on him. Will get resurrected in this case. Back to full HP. He is going to get popped here by Two Jokers. 1,000 gold shutdown goes over. Currently a 2 for 1 in the fight. Vladimir is critically still alive right now. Dog is zoning off multiple members of Gump Squad as the root lands onto Zoe Deschanai. This Maokai is very tanky. However, he will not live forever. He is going to die shortly. He's healing quite a lot, actually. What? Just die. Okay, he's dead.
Maokai Auto's OP. They were able to finally kill off that Jhin, but at what cost? They used so many
cost of the Elder
resources trying to
Dragon.
burn through his health, and then burn through his health a second time thanks to Zillion, that they were unable to kill the rest of the team and lost multiple members and the Elder Dragon. Oh, it looks like the Corki has a TP going in right now.
Yeah, they might end up league balling this Elder Dragon here if they play it properly. 4 members are up. The Maokai is critically dead. We'll have to see if another miracle can happen. Zoe Deschanai. Hecarim is in the fight. They need to...
They need to burn it down right now, and they need to smite it. We'll see if Hecarim's able to get it.
Blue team does slay the dragon. They have the Elder buff here. As the Dragon Execute comes through, a lot of healing for Beneath, but he gets actually taken down. Apes
but Jhin still has the buff right now. He should be kills coming in.
Kills are going to come in. 9 IQ player is going to get taken down by the Elder Dragon buff. J4 goes for the one shot as Kyoshimon gets chased down here. One auto from Jhin will do it. Thresh is dead as they ping the Baron. They will walk towards it.
I think it may have been possible to just walk down mid, but I think it's too late now. I think you had to just commit to that call, go down mid and try to melt the Maokai down with the Elder Dragon, but Baron is fine too. You have 20 seconds to melt it before the Hecarim's up, and I think Jhin may be able to do it just because his autos are so strong at this point in the game.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he's got 75% crit. He's got the Mortal Reminder. This Jhin is just, like, yeah, he just does so much damage. Oh, it's almost a dead Baron with a 2-man coming in. I mean, I'm pretty sure Beneath and just Beneath will be up in time for the Dragon. Blue team kills Dragon Baron Nashor right there. So Roland Chang currently the only member on Gump Squad without the Baron.
Yeah, they have Elder for a bit longer too. They should be able to just walk it down bot or mid. I know walking it down mid is kind of troll, but I think you could probably do it and just force with the Elder.
Yeah, they could. They definitely could. I mean, I think that's all they really need to do right now. They are pushing out top wave for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but with Baron and Elder, I think you just run it down mid. Let Jhin and Vlad kill everybody. Exoba is caught out. Oh,
yep, and he had to burn his ultimate just to knock it over the wall.
He does fail the ult over the wall. Yeah, the Elder Execute just comes through. Glue Sniffer 69 has the Zillion ult on himself in this case. Look at Ignited, Resurrected. Roland Chang is here to join the fray. Alistair goes in. Move over. I need this win, says Roland Chang.
That's what he says.
That is what he says. Elder Executes are just coming through one after another. They really can't do anything here. GG's to Gump Squad. 1 and 3 on the board as Apes Together Strong fall. And with that, much needed win for the side of Gump Squad. Slybread, are you dead? No, you're not. Okay, good.
You're not too upset about losing as Ape Squad. You know, you're 1-1 on the night. Could be worse. You could have gone 0-2.
Could have definitely gone 0-2. Could have definitely.
I've seen teams go 0-2. It's not pretty.
It really isn't. I mean, it is what it is. It's just, I have a feeling that they're very glad to pick that win up. It's definitely something they needed. Looks like Glue Sniffer 69 does want an interview, so we will pull him in shortly once I finish getting these stats out. So my intern will hopefully put them in. Okay. Alright, we will be bringing in Glue Sniffer 69.
Nice.
Over to the live cast box. Move to Miles. Are you there? Miles, my man.
Yes, sir.
That was a monstrous performance on Zillion. I don't think I saw. I thought probably like 1 or 2 out of a million double bombs missed. That was insane.
Dude, to be fair, okay, the Jhin Zillion bot lane is so nutty, right? Because even my level 1 E, Jhin can W off of my level 1 E in an auto, basically always. Like, it's impossible to miss. And Harry's not that dumb, so he, like, hits him. And then I just get a double bomb off that dude. It's actually just the freest bot lane ever.
That's what we
It's
like to
so
hear.
hot.
So you guys are we're 0-3 prior to this game. Now 1-3. How much were you guys looking forward to your first win? Does this like bring back some confidence in the team? And what are you guys looking forward for the future?
Dude, I have absolutely no idea. I just know it's a real fun game. We were all feeling it. Dude, I was
We're
like,
feeling it.
dude, like we're hitting like 18-minute. We're on Dragon Point Soul or on Dragon Soul Point, bro. Like we're chilling, dude. We're like, man, it doesn't matter. We're in it, right? Right down to the Elder, take the Elder, dude. It's such a like. That was the mental reset game for sure. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was the mental reset game. I
That
definitely
was the
feel you on that
fat
one.
chillin'.
And that's a Gump Squad support saying right now that they're not going to lose another game for the rest of the season. That's
I
pretty
don't know about that one, dude. That's a little bit of a stretch, sir. I'm waiting for my 3-ban. I'm waiting to get 3-ban, and then it's just I'm gonna cry.
Well, yeah, you've already started bringing out Bard bans in these games, and with
I
that game,
know.
with that monstrous performance on Zillion 1-3 and 27, you'll definitely see some Zillion bans coming through. I'm sure nobody wants to play against that. Those double
Hell
bombs
yeah,
were
baby.
absolutely nasty, bro.
Best Zillion VCU right here. Probably the only Zillion, so I can take that title real easy.
That's
nobody
what
will
we
fight you
like
for
to
it.
hear. Maybe Red Lightning. Red Lightning might fight for best Zillion, but he didn't have the hottest Zillion performance. No flame, Red Lightning. I
I
love
don't
you,
know,
man. But
I don't know. Did he build Shirelius first? I don't think so. Yeah, that's
definitely
a special
did it.
item.
He went for the Seraphs first in his game.
Sarah.
How did you guys feel like going for like a slightly different team comp this time around? You all ditched the Yasuo in the favor of a very strong bot lane and a scaling mid laner with a supportive jungler and Roland Shang back on the Alistar top. What were your thoughts going into picks and bans?
Yeah, so our first two picks, I wasn't really hyped on like first picking a Zillion, but we didn't really have any other priority picks, you know what I mean? So we're just like, you know what? Why not? Let's take the Zillion. And then we were like, you know what? Go for the Jin too. And then we're like, oh, okay, so do we want, what are we thinking for mid lane? Well, Yasuo's okay, but, imagine Vladimir with Zillion, right? Because Zillion just presses the funny E button, and then everyone gets to go in.
Yeah,
and
the speed boost coming in for Vladimir, just kind of running people down. How did Berneath feel that game after getting the solo kill?
I mean, this man was... he didn't say anything, and then he's just like, oh yeah, mid's dead, by the way. And I look over, and he just solo kills their mid. I'm like, oh, okay, well.
That's what we like to hear.
I guess you just do whatever you want to, yeah.
So
now, what went into the top Alistar pick?
He just wants to play support, and Alistar was up, so he picked Alistar. And Alistar was like good with our team because the Vlad and the Jin do mostly enough damage. And he wasn't gonna die on Alistar. Like, he plays Alistar pretty reasonably well.
His Alistar was insane.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that he's the primary carry of your guys' team, but it was pretty close.
I mean, Zach did pretty well that game. He had like good engages in some of the fights, and then some of the other fights, it would be like I could just E either him or J4 in, right? And then that's like the easiest engage known to man.
He was used as like a great bait. He would just stand there for a while with his ult on while the entire enemy team was whacking him.
Yeah, like the battle lane thing where he's just solo taking 4 people. And I'm like, okay, well, you're dead, but I'll throw redemption anyways. And he's not even like halfway dead by the time it goes off.
That's the secret Alistar taunt. Just taunting the enemies.
Yeah, he was actually just insane. Insanely tanky. Played pretty well.
Well, congrats on the win, Miles. I'm glad to see you, my boys in the Gump squad, picking up the win, picking up the dub, 1-3 on the board right now.
Great game.
This is definitely the start of something truly exciting. I'm excited to see what you guys can do in future upcoming games. For all you guys at home watching VCU LCS tonight, thank you guys for the support. This has been Lokesh, Supreme Caster Connor, and my boy Red Lightning. The last 2 games. We are signing off. Peace out, guys.
Been insane.
Bye.